Good morning everyone and welcome back to another video. So today is the big day. We're going to finally repoint the fireplace. So in a moment we're going to remove all of the old joints. We're going to mix up some of the correct consistency and colour that we've chosen, and we're going to repoint it, and hopefully it looks absolutely amazing. So let's crack on. Simon and Yanis are going to finally point the beautiful fireplace in the kitchen. We've chosen a colour.
Yeah, we have, yeah.
And yeah, so maybe rake out some of the joints.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm going to get Yanis to do now. We've just got here, so it's morning time now. If you remember, we've done some test patches and all that, so all that's got to come out. And also in that part of the chimney there's some old mortar and all that's got to be coming out. So Yanis is going to rake that out for us this morning. And then we'll start pointing it. We'll dampen it down as well and leave it for 15 minutes to soak in. By dampening it down, by dampening the joints down, it soaks the lime mortar, if you like, behind. And it means when you put the new mortar in, it will stick to it, bond to it much better. If it's dry, if it's too dry, what will happen is when you put the new mortar in, it'll suck all the moisture out in the old mortar, if it's all making sense, and then it's got a chance that won't bond, it may fall out. So by wetting it down, it just means that we're going to get a better bond in the joints. So first of all though, we'll get Yanis to rake all the joints out for us.
Hello everyone. Right, so I've got this Roby SDS drill, and I've got this small attachment. I've got it set to hammer mode, and I think it might be easier for Yanis or myself to use it to get some of these joints out. Even though the tool that Yanis is using is fantastic, this probably gets a little bit deeper. So, yeah, that works. Just to get some of these joints out that are quite steep.
Okay, so while Yanis and Billy are cleaning out, raking out the pointing, what I'm doing is I found a nice decent piece of plank of timber, which was out the back. What I'm going to do is make a hop up, just so that we can get up. I'm making it about 600 high, because not only will we need it for the chimney for pointing to get up a various height, but also when we start plastering, it's going to be a valuable tool. And then once we've finished with it, we can, just take it apart and then reuse the plank that we made it from. So that's just what I'm doing while they're breaking out the pointing. So what we're doing now is we're just removing any of the leftover mortar that was left behind from when it was pointed before. because otherwise, I mean, it's sort of splashed up a little bit, if you like, on the granite blocks. So if we was to point in between that now with a nice joint, and this edge started showing through, then, you know, it wouldn't look nice. So I've just tested a piece. I've got a wire brush. I think Billy did take a lot of it out from the top. But there's just little pieces left behind. So here, if you like, I don't know if the camera can pick that up from down there. I might get Alex to just jump up here with me. So here, if you like, you can see it's on the actual granite blocks. So just by wire brushing it, I should have my glasses on, ladies and gentlemen, I know, but I'll just do a little bit for you. If you can see, it removes it all from there. So when we now put our new mortar in there, you know, you won't see the old white behind it. So that's what we're doing, just to tidy it up, really. We're outside, we're about to knock some sand and lime up for the pointing. I've already measured the amount of dye that we need, pre-measured that, so we're going to knock it up dry in the mixer, then we're going to take some out into the barra, leave a portion of it in the mixer and put water with it. That way we know that the whole mix that we've already made dries all the same consistency and colour. Rather than guess for a second batch, we know we've got a whole lot made up, and then we'll mix it up as we need it, but it's all going to be the same colour. Hope that makes sense to you. So Yanis, we want free sand in here. Yeah. Yep, straight in there. And then another free sand. Yeah, nice big one, mate. Yes, good. Lovely. Good. So here's our pre-mixed measured dye, so I'm going to put that in now as well. So into the dry mix. So I actually counted out 876 spoonfuls of dye water go in the mix, which was in there, did I? So we've mixed all the dry mix up now, tipped it into the barrow. We put a portion of it back in the mixer, which I'll then put water to, and we'll leave this until we need it. This way it's all the same colour. We certainly don't want different colour, you know, pointing all over the chimney, so this way we know it's going to be all the same colour. And now we'll add some water to it, which it's going to darken considerable. Ideally, you want to put the water in first, but this way, you know, especially for this mix, it's not going to hurt for this little small amount. You know, we'll get this mixed up. And if you can see in there now is how dark it's gone, which hopefully should be somewhere between the darkest and the middle colour greys that we had, which Billy wants, so that's what we'll do. You want to get...
So I'm just moving this, everyone, because it's in the way for Simon and Yanis to do the repointing. Oh, where can we put it? Here, I suppose. We keep moving it. This is probably like the 5th time it's been moved. The boss is here. Right, everyone, we've got to pop to Bricko quickly, just because Simon needs a brush to finish off the pointing, and we don't have the correct brush, do we, mate?
No, we don't. So I'm going with Billy just to make sure we pick up the right one. There's two types we need, so we're going to go along, and hopefully they've got them in stock there.
Yep. So it's a 2-man job. Let's go. Let's crack on.
Let's go.
I'm empty-handed. Simon, where's our stuff?
Why? Why? What's the matter with it?
Nothing.
Oh, right. What did you say, Simon? Where's that stuff?
Well, you took it out of the shop before I even paid for it.
Yeah, but I thought you was doing the bill.
Well, maybe the card didn't work. I don't know. You've stolen it.
Oh,
No,
well.
no, it's fine. Come on, let's go back. Yeah, I got the receipt. I'll take a photo of that. Let's crack on.
Let's go. Okay, what we're up to now is we're in the sort of like the entrance hall from the kitchen into the hallway, and we're going to board these panels, if you like, the walls. We've got fixings either side that we can, when we put the board on, that we can put screws down, but in order to make this strong, or the board strong against this wall, we're going to stick some adhesive, if you like, some board adhesive on there, so that it won't bounce, so it makes it nice and strong. So that's what we're going to do now. So if I show you Ian this, and then you can have a go, okay? So where's the hook? Get my hook for me, thank you, by the barrow. And we've got the board all ready to go. And what we'll do now, it's a bit dirty from the pointing earlier. So what we do is we take a piece like that on the board, and then we don't need a lot on it. It's not got to be thick, it's only got to be thin bits. So just take a piece off like that and on the wall like that. And what this will do, this will just, when the board squashes down, it'll squash down and it'll stop the board bouncing and give it a nice bit of strength. Just like that. There you go, perfect. Look at that. Okay. And here, all the way to the end. Yeah. Professional. Done it before, haven't you? Okay, so we've got the adhesive on the wall now. What we do is stick the board on. Which I'm hoping's going the right way. I'm hoping it fits. Like so. Tap this down. And then what we'll do is we'll put some screws down where the timbers were. So I'll put one in, Yanis, and then you want to do it? Yeah. So we'll put them where this timber is. See the timber? Yeah. Down the wood. Okay. All the way down. like that. Both sides, and the other side. Well, do this side, then they do that side, okay, mate? And this corner as well, ladies and gentlemen, there'll be a bead on there, an angle bead. It gives it a nice crisp edge. So, you know, this bit here is not really important because it'll get covered over with a bead. The same as this when we bored this bit up here as well. And now, see, it's solid against the wall, so it won't go nowhere. There's no bounce in it, if you like. And when the adhesive dries, it'll be rock solid, just as strong as a wall.
Right, everyone, so while Simon and Yanis were doing the plasterboarding, I started using this product. It is essentially a wax for stone floors, terracotta floors and things like that. And I just want to see what the finished result's going to look like. I know we're doing work in the hallway at the moment and it seems pretty counterproductive, but I want to do it just so we can see. And I've done a small area already, but we'll do a little bit more. This liquid, by the way, everyone, looks a little bit suspect, doesn't it? Let's just rub it in. So it's meant to nourish the floor, bring back its vibrance and make it look nice. And yeah, it does look nice. It looks fabulous. So imagine what the whole floor is going to look like when it's completely finished and clean. At the moment it's not even clean and I shouldn't be doing this, but I just wanted to see. I always get a bit ahead of myself with these renovations and do things like this, but I think it's worth seeing so we can sort of imagine the room when it's done and, you know, nice clean walls and oak doors and I don't know, yeah, it's going to be fantastic. But that's it all for today, everyone. So thank you so much for watching and I'll see you all tomorrow.